Hi, my name is Eugenia Lenikova and I help spiritual women magnetize the dream man and create the love life they desire. I do that by working with people one-to-one, organizing events, and also creating VIP packages and retreats. Can see somebody's joining us. Hi, I can't actually see who is this, so I'm not sure why, but yeah. Hi and greetings. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm gonna allow Facebook. Oh, hi Rachel. I'm gonna allow Facebook to announce Facebook Live and collect a little audience. Actually, today is a very interesting topic, conscious versus unconscious dating, and I actually feel quite nervous doing this live. It's hi Erica, great to see you. Yeah, I feel a little nervous, but I thought I'm just gonna throw it out there because why not? It's great to be transparent and sending you love also, Erica. Sending you love and thanks for tuning in. That's brilliant. And so basically recently I have been looking at what I do and how I do it, and was thinking to myself, oh my god, I'm really missing some human contact, because the whole business is based on human contact, like connecting to one another, being more authentic, being more transparent, sharing my thoughts and feelings and listening to others sharing their thoughts and feelings and guiding them. And basically what I have realized that many people are very scared of sharing their emotions. And of course we are, because it's something so deeply precious to us, something that people potentially can laugh at or disregard or actually completely diminish us, and it can be or ridicule us, and this is like completely not a nice place to be. And what is actually conscious versus unconscious dating to do with this? So basically, as you know, I'm helping people to create love life they desire, and very often people just don't get honest with themselves of what they truly want. What does it mean, being in full power of your desire? And I have prepared 3 points for each conscious and unconscious dating. And what are the signs of conscious and unconscious dating? Because some of you may know, but I have looked into what is my mission in the world, and it's creating more love is my mission. And how do you create love? Well, actually, when you bring awareness to people about themselves and about you giving people an opportunity to meet. And this is what I actually was looking at, that I would like to create a conscious dating events and just see how it's gonna take off. Because when I was unconscious, I didn't know what is being conscious, right? And you don't know what you're missing when it's not available to you, it's like a blind spot, like when you drive a car and then just from somewhere their biker came out and you don't even know, or the other car appeared. Hi Jess. Hi, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so in this when you drive in the car and something appears, or the other car appears, which you haven't seen before. And what happens in our consciousness is exactly the same thing. We drive in our path of life and things are just happening, and you're just unaware that something else is happening on the background. So, right, let's start with 3 things of conscious and unconscious dating. So When you do an unconscious dating, you unaware what is your desire, or actually standing in full power of your desire. And to say more about that is like when I was doing unconscious dating myself, I always wanted to have a deep, meaningful relationship with a guy, but I always was scared to admit that. Well, what if he don't want that? Well, what if he gonna just laugh at me when I say that this is what I want? What if he, like, basically you subject your desire to the people who are just there, you know, and it's like, oh, if it's him, shall I alter my desire to his needs? You know what I mean? So it's like you constantly trying to fit your wants and needs into somebody else's kind of shape yours to slot in into their shape, if that makes sense. And you know what, I would like you to be as interactive as possible, and if you have any comments, or if you agree, if you disagree, please bring that on, because I would love to hear your feedback, right? So yes, so for number one is being unaware of the impact of your desire, unaware what is actually that you're looking for. I have a friend of mine who's dating, who's ideally wants a long-term relationship, but keep on settling in for like a one-night stands in case there is a missing out part, right? What if I miss out? But what if I miss out? But are you really missing out if this is not what you originally was looking for and you're just wasting your time? Or is like missing out on getting laid and things like that? You know what I mean? So this kind of unaware is just takes away from what is important to you, and actually taking your focus somewhere else. Like, you know where you're going, but if there is a fog, you just get stuck in a fog and can't see what's happening really. So basically this is how it is, being unaware. Versus conscious dating, being aware, where you self-aware, where you aware of your desires, when you aware. Hi Romas, and hi Emma. So when you aware of your desires and what is that ideally you actually looking in dating. Are you looking for one night stand, or are you looking to explore some sexuality, or are you looking to maybe a long-term relationship, or are you having a desire to build a family together, you know, and you're fully aware what is that you really want, and you're not afraid to communicate them. Hi Aaron. And you're not afraid to communicate what is that you really want, because, like, let's be honest, when you know that, like, okay, there is nothing more sexy and attractive in people when they know what they want. I find for myself this is like absolutely incredible. When I ask you, so what is that you want, you actually know the answer. This is great. And mind you, it might not always happen, like not immediately, but when you have an idea of where you're going, this is great, because then we can actually find out, are we taking the same route, or are we saying goodbye to each other and going separate ways, without any like a mind games or anything like that. Because sometimes, like, life and universe brings us together for a certain moment of time where we just share this moment together and then we separate. Because even if it's a one night stand and you actually very open and honest, I'm not looking for anything serious, I'm here just to enjoy you tonight and this is great, and then the other person can make a decision if they want to stick around and enjoy that moment with you or not, then this is powerful, because you can create together something that is consensual from both sides, and actually you can give all of your power and desire and fire into this one night stand if you wish to. Because like what was happening before, like I know so many people who promise each other the world and then have no intention of actually fulfilling that desire. Like I know some guys who would tell girl, it's like, oh, you're this, you're that, yeah, we're gonna see each other all the time now, and you just like my favorite one, and I'm like, you know, just to get in a whole story, to just get them in bed, and then actually after they had one night stand, then nothing ever goes forward. And I'm sure some girls do that too, you know. So not being biased here at all, but basically when you aware and self-aware and like actually know what you want and being able to be absolutely open and honest about it, this what gonna make a tremendous difference for you. You're gonna keep on attracting more of what you really want, right? And this is one of the things that I really teach my clients also, knowing what you really want and staying in full power of that. All right. This is so exciting. So number 2, taking responsibility versus blame. Okay, by the way, I really like to encourage you to share some hearts and to share the video if you feel that somebody gonna find this useful. Hi Tatiana. So right, in unconscious, oh, you see, it's like ask for the hearts and you shall receive. Thank you for the hearts, Tatiana. Beautiful. So unconscious blaming, unconscious dating, blame. So basically what people tend to do when they are not conscious or unconscious is to, when something happens, people used to point fingers. Oh, but it's because he did that and she did that and I'm like a victim and this whole situation was like against me and I'm the poor here, you know, and it's like blah blah blah, and everybody else is at blame but you yourself, it's like poor victim of the circumstance. So this is unconscious dating in my eyes, because like what have you done to attract this situation in your life? What was your role in this situation? What is your part? And let's be honest, some situations that happen, hi Matthew, hi, and that some situations that happen in our lives, they're not very pleasant, and this is just the reality of life. And sometimes people lie to us, sometimes we lie, sometimes we are late, sometimes people late to meet us, and you know, sometimes people cheat, sometimes they don't. Do you know what I mean? Things happen, but it's what was your role in there? What was your role? How have you attracted that in your life? What was your idea? All right, see you later, Aaron. Aaron has to leave, but yeah, you can watch on the replay if you like. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, what I'm saying is, when you are conscious, you actually take responsibility. So this is the conscious dating. When you take responsibility for your actions, it's like, okay, so this person is late. How have I attracted that? How have I created that? Or what can I put in place for this not to happen again? You know what I mean? So it's like every situation is a lesson that you probably heard many times, that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So when you learn to take responsibility for your actions and the reactions that it's causing in your life, that this is where you actually been able to recognize and being conscious about your life, your situations, and also your desires. Because what happens very often, we are so quick to blame and put ourselves as a victim without actually realizing that, hey, listen, this situation has been a blessing. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes when we keep on attracting over and over the same thing, we've been tested, and if we say it's like in the past for me, I've been attracting the same kind of guys every single time, who would abuse me, who would like not respect me, who would treat me badly. And I would be like, well, it's them, how dare he, la la la. And I really would put myself as a victim there. When actually one day I looked back at myself and I was like, hold on a minute. All my relationships looked exactly the same. What is my role here? What is my role here? And this is what I'm trying to say. It's like, as soon as I realized, hi Alexandra, as soon as I have realized that actually, what is my input in all this? How have I created this in my life? From there, I could make a difference already. I just moved myself out and started working on myself. What is in me that keeps on attracting these guys that abuse me, that don't respect me, or actually overlook me and not pay any attention, or like whatever that is, you know, whatever your situation is. So it's about taking responsibility, which is so important. And when we are unconscious, unfortunately, we don't take responsibility because it's so much easier to blame somebody else. And when we are conscious in the same time, we are taking responsibility for what is our role in this situation, right? This is so great. So then, which brings us to the final amazing point is in unconscious dating is waiting for others to fulfill your desires. So what happens then versus in conscious dating, loving from abundance. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. So I love this conversation. And yeah, once again, if you have got something to contribute, please put it down. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear what you got to say, and also I would love you to participate. So right, waiting for others to fulfill your desires. So basically, what does happen? We women, we love to, maybe not every woman, but many women. And we as women, we think in a very different way to how men thinks, right? So like what used to happen before, I would like meet a guy, I would like him, and I would already imagine the whole like story, how we're gonna get married and how our kids gonna look like and things like that, right? And it's all in my head, and he's got nothing to do with that. So when my story in my head doesn't match up with actually reality, what is happening, I would get like upset, and I would be like, well, how dare he? Very much, you know, how dare he? It's like he doesn't do what's expected of him. But me myself, I would create some sort of invisible expectation of him to fulfill my desires, to fulfill like what I want from him, how I see our relationship going forward, and so on and so forth. And what would actually happen, he's not even aware of what's happening. And I would just wait him to actually make my dreams to come true. Versus conscious dating is when you take responsibility and love from abundance. And you love from abundance where you make every single decision from love. You know, it's like not putting and blaming anybody for what hasn't happened, but when actually you take responsibility to make sure that things that you want in your life are there, that nobody else has the power over you to give you what you want other than yourself. Because in the first place, you owe that to yourself. You owe the love to yourself. And if you are not able to love yourself for who you are, how can you expect somebody else to love you? Right? And this is very important thing to realize also. And people will love you, of course they will, but every single time when they, like, somebody gonna tell you something like, hey, you look great, you're just gonna question it. Is it real? Are they saying this to please me? Are they saying this to just be nice to me? You know, because your mind gonna be trying to play tricks on you. And this is very, very real situation. I worked with so many people that are in that space where people telling them compliments and they just don't believe them. All that you can think of is, what is this person wants from me? And it has been my place for very, very long time. When I left my last relationship, my last long-term relationship, like over 5 years ago now, I have been like a cave woman, and I can tell you that. And actually what was happening, I went to celebrate my friend's birthday in Ireland, and we went to the nightclub. And this guy, he was like, oh my God, hi, you're so beautiful, you're so amazing. And he was just like showering me with compliments. And always what was in my mind is like, what does he want from me? He's saying all this because he wants something. And you know what, fair play, he might have wanted something, like, can't blame him, you know, but he wasn't actually even like secretive about it. But I made it mean completely that he doesn't tell me true, and he like creates the stories, when actually I have created the story in my mind why I'm not that what he says, what he sees. Because what we tend to do, we used to put our perspective onto other people, because our perception overshadows other person's perception when they share that with us. Because it's like, no, it's not like that, you know, how dare you to talk to me like that, when actually they're talking from their point of view, which is absolutely normal, right? We all have a point of view, we all have our life experiences, we have all our past and our present and our future to go forward with. And this is what's happening. Hi Anne, nice to see you. So this is what's happening. So just to recap, what I have covered so far today is unconscious versus conscious dating. And in unconscious dating, people are unaware and self-aware in conscious. In unconscious dating, people are acting from neediness. Hi Ade, long time no see. So they are acting from neediness, from waiting for others to fulfill their desires, where actually in conscious relationships, people are taking responsibility and love from abundance. And you can choose for yourself which way works for you the best. But I can absolutely assure you that for me personally, and for every single person that I've worked with, conscious dating, conscious way of being just absolutely works. It absolutely works because you're not expecting of anybody to come and save you and be your rescuer, because you're absolutely taking responsibility for your life and your happiness. And when you do that, trust me, your life just filled with joy, because you are giving yourself all the efforts to make sure that you have as much joy in your life as possible. This is so good. I'm really, really happy that I got to share this with you. Hi Valeria. I'm really happy that I got to share this with you. I'm really happy that you can actually have some examples of conscious and unconscious dating. And to come to closing, I would like to really leave you with one thing, which is, you know, take responsibility Oh, hi, Marianne. Oh, thank you so much. Delightful insights. Thank you. You're very welcome, and thanks for tuning in. And yes, to leave you with one thing for today, I would really love to invite you just to take a moment for yourself without any outside influences and just really think for yourself what would make you happy. And not what should make you happy, but what really is making you happy. What puts a smile on your face? Like, really, really think about that. What makes you smile? And when you realized what is that in your thought, I would like to invite you to do more of that stuff. Because in the end of the day, your happiness is your responsibility. And if I have shared some insights that you can actually take away from today's Facebook Live, I'm very, very happy. My job here is done for tonight. I am going to share some fantastic news with you very soon, maybe as soon as tomorrow, who knows. So watch this space, and if you would like to contact me for some more questions, for some information, or to find out how you can work with me, please drop me a message. I'll be very happy to hear from you soon. And for now, lots of love. Stay sexy. Bye.